Hey there, my name is Spiky John and I'm a part of the community of the Spikies. Maybe you've seen us. We have a gamer tag, the clan tag in front of the name or at the end of the name. It's right there, the Spiky. So today we're gonna do some of the reactions on the YouTube trending videos, right? So yeah, there's no script for these videos. I know it's kind of different than you see on the YouTube, right? This is how it's done. It's done. There's no cutting in here, no script in here. So what are we having in here? Conspiracy says the iPhone XR is a failure. Whoa, why?
Hey guys, this is Austin.
Oh my man.
A couple months ago, I did a video talking about why I switched to the iPhone XR. A big part of that is because so many people are hating on this phone, I thought the iPhone XR is a failure. Take one look at—
Yeah, I believe like the most failure. What I could say from the beginning is that it's too expensive, right? For the low cost compared to the XS. For the low cost mobile, it's too much expensive, and I don't think that in the year when you have so big the brands that are making the other phones, the competition is so much larger than it was the years before.
The Apple website, and they are seriously pushing the XR. Not only does it get front
still looks
space,
awesome.
On top of that, they're really pushing a promotion that is all about getting it for a little bit cheaper with a phone trade-in, something that Apple very rarely advertises. This is all for good reason. The price of the XR was recently slashed by 20% in China, and there have been carriers here in the US such as T-Mobile who have regularly been doing
20%, that means that they're still making 30%
a buy one get one
That's
free, or
doable.
even a free phone
Even for the
when you sign
Apple.
up for a new line. That is not something that you traditionally see with iPhones, and it's all indicative of the fact that this is just not selling.
But that's something actually interesting, right? I mean, what will be the Apple doing in the future? That's a good question. I don't know. Will they stick to their plan? Will they make the less amount of the devices, and will they make the price even higher? Or will they make the price cheaper, therefore they can make that big amount of the devices? We'll see. Or they will come with the different device. I don't know, like a mobile phone instead of the glasses. That would be so awesome, right?
As well as they had hoped. Apple even had to revise their earnings report for the first time in nearly 20 years, almost entirely on the back of iPhone demand being weaker than they expected. Now, it's not exactly as clear-cut as that. Tim Cook has gone on record as saying that the iPhone XR is the best-selling iPhone right now, but that doesn't really mean a lot when you're comparing it to things like the XS and the XS Max, both of iPhone you can buy the same front and rear-facing cameras. Now, you are losing the telephoto option from make a big difference.
Yeah.
We take life compared. I
yes.
don't phone XR throughout the day. In fact, my best day was I pulled the phone off the charger at 2 o'clock in the morning, and 16 hours bigger and bigger batteries. The iPhone XR is the only iPhone that you can buy today that has good enough battery life as far as I'm concerned. Now the 8 Plus.
Yeah, the battery life, it's gonna be something that we'll be talking about more and more. I don't know how to solve it actually. Like you obviously want to have some device that is only so big, right? And you can make only so big the battery into it. So yeah, I believe it's always gonna be an issue. Like I don't know if we got a Wi-Fi like electricity in the air. I don't know if it's technically not possible to do so. But if we got something like that, so we can actually recharge our phones just sitting somewhere and having inside of the hands, that would be so awesome. But I don't think they will make so better batteries in the future. So we will always be having the phones that have a low battery.
Light use, but the XR is the first time that I've been able to make it through a full day of proper use.
I don't want to say the bad thingies, right? So let's go. What's more? Think too easy do it. Slime, world giant skate ski ball. Ooh. Can we split a bullet with a knife? Oh my man. I guess not, right? Or yes? Chris had a plastic surgery. This doesn't seem to be family friendly for this channel, right? My Baron tumor is back. Oh my god, Simon Gertz. It's the this is the girl who is making the weird machines, right? She's like maybe you've seen that in the past. I don't know what's the most watched video. Come on, sort by most popular. Let's go. I looked myself. Oh man. The breakfast machine. Yeah, you maybe seen something like this. There's so many compilations of those, and she's virtually like making the machines that are just funny. They have like some purpose, but most likely it's just for fun, right? So this is the Simon Gertz. I don't know how to say that. So apparently, and this is not the good news as well, right? The tumor is back. Oh my man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Actually, my tumor, Brian, the brain tumor. But the good, my best not to think about. My type of brain tumor is 90% with radiation therapy, and I might be.
Yeah, that sucks. There are new technologies that we're using in the past 3 years, from what I know, in a brain tumor therapy. There's I don't know how is it called. I already forgot how is it called, but it's super expensive. Like I mean, the 1 month treatment is like $70,000 per month. So not everyone can have it for now, but it has so amazing results. So I hope that in the future we will have less and less problems with that. Like currently, 15 years ago, I believe the possibility for someone having the tumor was 30%. Over the 30% was every third guy in the world had a potential to get a tumor in some of the part of their lives. But overall, as we reduced some I don't know what we actually reduced, but currently, from what I know, every fourth guy on the planet has a potential for having the tumor or some kind of a cancer. So it's definitely going down, and also we are having the better treatments. It's so amazing how it's going, but yeah,
completely fine.
Everyone can get there, right?
Treatment, other than like being a bit tired, but it's just been a lot to deal with emotionally, and I just that's something that every patient has to go for, right? Like you have to. It's extremely difficult to keep calm when you have something like that, my man. Primitive technology, stone yam planters. Oh my man, have you already seen that? Film theory, futureless skies, LMI, dark mode your life. There's something problematic. There's something problematic about the dark mode, and mostly the dark mode came because of the OLED displays, right? We're talking about the OLED displays in the past, right? And as you have the device with the OLED display the longer and longer, it's gonna burn the pixels of the device itself. So it will change the colors, especially the blue color is the most problematic ones. So some of the solutions for that were just to introduce the dark mode, right? Because when you have the dark mode, then the pixels are not lighted so much, and therefore the display of the device is not damaging itself so fast. But like having the dark mode, it's more confusing for people to use the dark mode, because as you can see, like for example this menu here, you can see a little shade here, right? Even if you click, I don't know, this, then you see some little shades here, like it's making some free dimensional stuff. But when you have the dark mode, how do you do that? There's no way to do that. So
it seems like the dark mode will always be more for the fun people than for everyday use, because it's losing it's losing the orientation that white mode can actually have. So yeah, but to be honest, I like the dark mode. So like when you have some UI that is easy to use, why not? Why not? Why not?
Swept over the internet like a dark. New conditions like digital eye strain and computer vision syndrome, finding that large amounts of time spent
this is the advertisement. No,
it doesn't necessarily have the sleep benefits of night mode.
Yeah,
and in brightly lit environments, it can actually strain your eyes in exactly the same way that a bright screen can in a dark room. Also, with dark mode, the implementation depends heavily on the developer, and not all dark modes are made equal.
Yeah.
Okay then. So you're ready to take the plunge and dark mode your life. Let's start with Windows 10. Windows has actually had theme support for a very long time. Does anyone else remember window blinds?
Nah.
No? Anyway,
nah,
now there's a
that was so terrible.
right in the color settings to switch.
That was so terrible. I was
mode.
changing my Windows as well in that day.
Apps like settings, calculator, and alarms almost fully black. Now it might also automatically apply to photos, movies, and Groove Music, but if it doesn't, you can go into those app settings and switch it on manually.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's not much. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that the Apple actually introduced that when they do a lot of usability tests in the past. But yeah, there was a lot of people who actually wanted it, and so they did it. And we'll possibly see it everywhere now, but it doesn't have that much benefit, so we'll see. Obviously, there are people who like that. There are people who don't like that, and it's about a personal preference, right? So I believe today's video has been so long, right? So the plan for you, my man, is to hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, everyone is saying that, right? No. I'm gonna tell you, my man or girl, that we are on the Twitch every day, and you can find us there and have fun together. So feel free to check our Twitch. That's my call to you. So see ya tomorrow.